Hello, a very warm welcome to all my dear class 10 students once again. We are meeting after a gap of so many days, and I hope you all are in touch with your books and everyone is keeping safe at home. Today, we will continue with our literature section, that is drama, okay? We have only one drama in our textbook, and we know that the dramas are usually quite long, so we will take more than one class in order to finish our drama. I want you to go along with me to page number 133 and 151. Since it is quite lengthy, I will not be explaining everything in detail, but I would like you to follow me because once you get the rough idea of how the story is, dramas are very easy to understand. You know what is a drama, right? Dramas and plays are of one thing, they are just the same thing with different names. And so in this drama, we are going to see how the Irish people lived some years back, okay, before modern technology came into being. Their simplicity of life and the hard-working lifestyles of the Irish people will be understood in this drama. And dramas, you have dialogue writing in your language subjects, and in this dialogue writing you see that there are people talking to one another. The rest of the chapters, we know that everything is written in a story form, but in drama we see that different characters interact with one another, quoting their exact words and speech, right? And it makes the drama even more interesting because we get to see the kind of people, the kind of languages that they use. In a drama, we really feel, if you really understand and if you really know how to put it into practice, while reading a drama, what you see is you feel as if you are seeing some real person having discussions. You will feel as if they are having a real talk just around you. You can imagine of a movie. Earlier, when there were no movies, or earlier when there were no theaters like the present day cinema halls, there will be a theater where the real-time actors would come and act on the stage. And dramas were so popular in those days, and the ones who write dramas are always in a good position because their dramas would be put into acting by the real actors who would come and act in theaters. Theaters not like our modern day theaters, but there will be a place, a platform where these actors would come and act and the audience would come and watch over them, not through the screens, but they will get to see them in real life. And that is one reason why drama was very important. Even to this day, we have the updated version. I should say it's the updated version of the drama, which was practiced long back. Because in the modern societies, we see that great writers write a lot of dramas where real-time actors would come and act on the stage. And you can imagine that, right? It's going to be very interesting if you see the actors acting on the stage, on the platform right in front of you, and you are just sitting in front of them. So it will be very interesting. Their conversations will be real, and you will get to know how interesting it is to be sitting in front of the actors that are acting the drama. Okay? And in class 10, we all know that we have only one drama, that is Riders to the Sea, chapter 9 of our book, right? Chapter 9, Riders to the Sea, you will find that in page number 133 to 151. 133 to 151 is just the drama itself, and there are some more pages that follows behind with exercises coming in for us to solve, right? And if you look at the page numbers, it's quite lengthy. But when we start studying, we know that it becomes lengthy, yet it is very simple once we get to know it. And in a drama, what we usually get is we also get reference to the context question. Example, there will be some sentences quoted and you will get questions like, who said this and to whom? Or you will get questions like, why was this statement made? Those are the questions that you get. That's why it is also important to take note of the phrases which seem important to you, okay? Even in the explanation, you will get to know it. So the things that you seem important, you can even mark it with a pen or a pencil on your textbook, which will help you for your later references, okay? Riders to the Sea is written by James Singh. Our writer here is James Singh, and we will see how this writer, okay, how this writer puts the real life of the people of Irish, okay, the Irish people into written. And it says that this drama was written from a story that he heard from the Irish people. He did not just develop this drama on his own. He did not just develop because he went and witnessed the people of the island there. But he heard a real story of what the lives in these islands are. Okay, I'm going to explain more about Ireland and islands here, but the writer has put, so it is more important and it is even more interesting because this drama is based on a real life story. While going through the drama, you can be sure that these are the things experienced by real people in the real world, which may seem unrealistic to you, but they have been experiencing all this. And as I take you along the drama, you will find that the lives of people are very difficult sometimes, okay? And in this drama, you will see the hardworking lifestyles of the people here. Sometimes we sit back at home and complain about the little problems that we have at home, right? But in this drama, you will realize how difficult it would be, yet how faithful the people remains, even in times of difficulties. That is what we have to realize. I'm explaining all these things, the background, because once you know the background of a particular story or a drama in this case, it's even more interesting because you get to know of how the drama is going to proceed, okay? And reminding you everyone once again that this is a real life story of a person, and this story was told to a writer by someone who have seen the life of a person like that. And that is why it is even more interesting. And this drama is so popular that it even got awards, okay? It was even awarded because the way he presents his drama, his writing, and everything became so realistic that he was awarded for this particular drama, okay? I'm going to explain the characters a little bit. The characters here would be Moria, and Moria here will be the mother, okay? We are going to discuss about a family. I want you to keep this in your mind. We are going to discuss about a particular family depicting the lifestyles of people in Ireland. You know, Ireland is a country, right? And so Moria is going to be the head of the family. Why? Because she is a mother, she is a woman, and in almost all societies, we see that the fathers are considered to be the head. Why? But why Moria here is because the father is already dead by the time the story started, okay? Moria will be a mother whom you would see grieving all her life for some reasons that happened to her life, which I'm not going to explain it to you right now. As I take you along the story, you will get to know what are the difficulties that she faced, what are the sufferings that she had to go through as a mother, okay? And the next one would be Bartley. By the time the story started, we have only one male member in the family. We will get to know more of the male members, which will be disclosed even as we proceed in the story. And so Bartley was the only son of the family who was preparing himself to go to a fair in Galway, okay? To go to a fair in Galway because he needs to make money, he needs to go on a business trip so that he could earn enough for the family and bring it home. Being the only male member in the family, it is also his responsibility, right? When you get respect, you also get responsibilities, right? Even if I don't tell you that, you all know. When someone respects you so much, there is a responsibility that you need to shoulder. For example, in the context of the patriarchal society, where male members are given due respect or given more respect, what they do is, even if anything wrong happens in the family, the male should be the one to stand for it, right? That means as they get the respect, they also need to shoulder the responsibilities that comes along the way of the family. And so you will see Bartley as one. Kathleen is the older daughter. There are two daughters, okay? There are two daughters of Moria, and Kathleen, you will see her as the older daughter, and she is also very straightforward, outspoken. You will see that in her character as you proceed on. She also has the character of a male-like character because she had to shoulder responsibilities. Why? When Bartley is still there, but you will get to know why Kathleen has become so outspoken and that she had become more strong, okay, as compared to the other ladies. And Nora will be the younger daughter of the family. So altogether, we have 4 members here in a family. You will even see some men and women coming alone, okay? But the main characters here are these 4 characters. There will be some neighbors involved. There will be some men and women who will come and help in the family too. And so these are the characters of our drama. And our drama is set in Arran, an island in Ireland, okay? I want you to remember. Though Arran is not mentioned here in our book, it just says that in an island of the west coast of Ireland, okay? Island and Ireland, don't get confused with that. We know island is a place surrounded by water, right? And so Arran is the place where this story will be based on, okay? I'm taking you back to Ireland. I want all of you to follow with me because unless you feel that you are in a particular place when a story proceeds, the interest will not reach its height. So I want all of you to come along with me and go to Ireland for today, okay? It will be in an island in the west coast of Ireland, and the name of that island is called Arran, okay? I hope you remember. We will just read the first part of the story, that means the setting. We will not be discussing the dialogues here, okay? We will see the setting of how the story proceeds. If you watch a movie, what do you see? The beginning, you will see some people in a particular place. So likewise, here in our drama, what we are going to see is the drama will present to us the setting of a kitchen in an island on the west coast of Ireland, okay? I want all of you to hold your book and we shall read the setting of the story. If we are going to read the whole story, that is going to be a little difficult for all of us, and that is the reason why I want all of you to just understand the setting, and then the rest you can just follow me in the explanation, and the reading can be done later. Okay, do not get back to your book while I'm still explaining, but for the first part, I want all of you to come with me to page number 133, okay? Page number 133. An island of the west of Ireland, cottage kitchen with nets, oilskins, spinning wheel, some new boards standing by the wall, etc. Kathleen, a girl of about 20, finishes kneading cake and puts it down in the pot oven by the fire, then wipes her hands and begins to spin at the wheel. Nora, a young girl, puts her head in at the door. Okay, this is how the story is. You will see some oilskins, and these are all used by people around the near the water sources, okay? Because an oilskin, when you have to go into the river, what do? You can carry water in those things because water will not leak, okay? And then you will see some new boards. We will see the significance of these new boards. The mother bought these new boards for a very, very significant reason, for a very important reason, which we will get to know. And that is the reason why they presented the whiteboards, some new boards in the kitchen, right? And that is for a thing that they will need it later. There is a purpose for the boards, okay? And also you will see the oilskins, and then you see Kathleen kneading a cake. You know what is kneading, right? After kneading, you make a dough out of it. I want you to know what is K-N-E-A-D knead is to mix flour with water and then to make it into a dough, okay? After mixing it, you get a lump, isn't it? Which is called the dough. And so, Kathleen was kneading a cake, okay? At that moment, Nora, who was the younger daughter of Moria, came in, peeping her head into the room, okay? She peeps into the room as if she is trying to be careful, okay? When you are trying to hide something, especially between sisters, you have a lot of conversations, right? Which you cannot tell any other family members. Even though there might be some agreements between you, sisters, I think, sisters in the family shares the strongest bond of all. And so, this shows that they are going to discuss about something which they cannot disclose it to the other members of the family, right? For some people, the island or the water or the sea is a thing which gives peace. People like to spend their time near the rivers because it gives them serenity, it gives them a quiet time all alone. But the sea can be destructive on the other hand, which we will see some in the later part of this drama, okay? Nora came in with a low voice and says, "Where is she?" Okay, that means she is asking about the mother. Where is she? And then Kathleen said, "Maybe she's sleeping." See, the discussion, the discussion that they were having at this moment. God help her. Maybe God help her, and she's sleeping. That means the mother had not. The beginning of the story shows us that the mother had not been sleeping for quite some time, and Kathleen says she might be sleeping. Maybe God help her to sleep at this moment. And so Nora came into the room with a bundle of clothes under her shawl, okay, under her clothes. And then she was trying to show something. And what was that? It was something given to them by the young priest, okay? Priest, you know, in Christianity, priests hold a very high position, especially in the Roman Catholics, right? And so the priest had given a bundle of clothes to Nora, and they are trying to hide that from their mother. You will get to know more as we go on, okay? She came in, and then she was peeping in. By the time Kathleen was already spinning a wheel, okay? The spinning wheel. Why? Because this also shows, the spinning wheel also shows the hardworking nature of the people. Kathleen has just finished kneading the cake, right? And put it into the oven for baking. And as soon as she did that, this shows that she did not even stop. She started spinning again, okay? We know that we have to spin wool and then make it into the finished product, right? And so she was spinning. That also shows the setting of that particular time. In our present day, we don't see anybody spinning at home, right? Everything is done by the industries and factories. Our lives have been made so much easier. But they see that Kathleen was spinning a wheel as Nora put her head into the room, and then Nora asked about the mother. As they learned that the mother was sleeping, Nora brought a bundle of clothes and said that the young priest had given her, okay? And the young priest said that it was a plain shirt, okay, and a stocking that were found from the body of a drowned man. Remember, they are near the sea, they are in an island, so drowning means dying in the river is called drowning, right? So that was found from the dead body of a drowned man, okay? They found this cloth and the priest gave it to her saying that if it is Michael's cloth, okay, if this cloth belong to Michael, you have to check it because he is also not very sure. That means they are looking for another person. And who is Michael here? Michael is their brother, okay? Bartley's elder brother. Michael is their brother, and that means they were looking for Michael's body. Michael had been missing for quite some time, and then they saw that the priest brought this cloth and gave it to her, saying that they should check if this belongs to Michael, and also said that if it is Michael's clothes, please tell her that he had got a clean burial in the far north, okay? That means even though they could not bury the dead body, we know that there are so many people with the culture of burying dead body. There are also some other ways, we know that, but this shows that as Christians, they also practice the culture of burying the dead body. And so if you can imagine, if one of your family members is dead, and then you cannot give that person a normal burial, it will be a hard time for the family, right? So the same thing with this family. They are mourning for one of their family member, that is Michael, the two girls' brother. And so they did not want to tell their mother unless it is sure that it belongs to Michael. And Nora said, if it is not Michael's, we should not let her know anything about this clothes, okay? Or else she would weep herself to death. That means she would keep crying, and that may even take her life. If a person worries so much, your worries can kill you, and it can even destroy your health. And that was one thing that they do not want their mother to do, okay? Today you have learned the background and the starting of the story. We will continue with the story in the next class. I want all of you to finish reading your drama once again. I always tell this to my students, but unless you go through the textbook, it is difficult for you to understand as well as for the teachers to explain, because there is no point for a teacher to explain if the students cannot understand. Okay, so I'm requesting all of you to go through your text and finish it before we meet again. Thank you so much.